is why. Simply here we have full stop. So that is must be sentence. All right. So here some historians subject. So
Mm.
after that we have clause. So we have noun clause, subject, verb, object. The object is noun clause, clause again. So this part must be sentence. So we need verb, not phrases. This is phrase, present participle phrase. Absolute phrase,
Yes.
in have plus past participle. And infinitive phrase wrong. But don't follow the hacks. Hacks say if you found these three phrases, delete. This is like could be coincidence, not rules. So it's letter B.
Mm.
The meaning. Subject verb agreement grammatically correct. Meaningfully. Historians claim this idea. Yes, correct. So everything's correct now. Right? That's what I need from you. This could be some simple expression as sent by the test makers, but we need to understand how. Look, explain here doesn't supply the main clause, but why? So we need something we studied because it is absolute phrase. We need verb, not a phrase. What is the next?
Mm. Okay. Um, is it letter D? Mm.
The voice letter D and D it's correct. Could you tell me what is the subject? Is verb. What is the subject?
The subject. Mm.
To know the subject, Omar, we have two ways to delete phrases. Delete the
Is it
relative.
the
But here,
um,
problem is
nerf football?
so what is a smaller form version? Idea or nerf, football, or he?
Nerf football.
So that is the point. To catch it. And he mentioned it here again. Look of, so we're talking about the nerf football. So it must be singular. That's all. So next.
Oh, next. Is it B? Is it B?
Letter B is correct, but what is your evidence?
Because it's in past tense.
No. The why not to be past simple? And the present perfect means past. Because here
Okay.
he said by the end. Past perfect, Omar, we use it if we mention the first action. If we compare between actions in the past, the first one must be past perfect. Not must be, can be, maybe. So before this time, action happened. So before. So we need past. But you are so lucky that we don't have any past except be.
Yes.
But the problem is why. So by means before.
Mm. Okay. letter B.
Letter B, it is correct. What is the subject?
Mm. The subject, ah, the subject is atom.
Are you sure?
Is, hmm?
Is the subject they, and they refers
Oh,
to atoms. That's what I need from you. So how did you know? We follow the rules. Delete preposition phrase. We delete the apostrophe phrase. We found atoms travels fast. So until they, so they refers to the same subject. But how to know the first subject? This is trouble, right?
mm, yes.
Because it's a pronoun. Come on. And of course, we are talking about present simple tense, for sure. Come on.
Okay. Letter B. No, no,
Uh, no, we of course.
no, no, I got confused now.
We follow the rules.
Letter A.
Literally. Why? Don't tell me the general situation. Follow the rules. Subordinated conjunction.
Was it,
Commas.
most,
Because the second clause have compound predicate. Look, shall pass subject back and parallelism between them. Present, present, past, past. So we back up, it's a present simple tense. So we need present simple. That's all. But don't follow the rules like three past, delete. No, it's wrong. If
mm,
you find the verb here, go to the previous clause to help you. It's present. If you don't find, go to the whole situation to help you explain scientific phenomenon, for example. Correct.
mm, um, letter D.
I think it's literally, but why?
Because it's a question. How are they able to move so fast?
And they have a new sentence, so it's a question. Correct. Right? So
Yes.
good job.
letter D.
Letter D, I accept it correct, but could you tell me why A is wrong?
Hmm. Okay, why A is wrong? Because it uses because the semicolon is like a full stop. They're supposed to remove them.
This is called hacks. We don't follow hacks.
Okay, because it needs like two fully complete sentences, but the sentence about the uh, producing more than 350 is not complete.
So check why it's a fragment. Do you have subject and verb? We follow the rules. We delete the phrases. We delete the phrases and the relative clauses and the non-essential information. Reducing is a present participle phrase. We delete. Of delete. See? And then preposition phrase again delete. Present participle delete. Phrase delete. Phrase delete. Phrase delete. You will not find anything except she and. Imagine. So she observed and. So she observed and. Correct? She observed and. I delete the phrases. Look. Here, present participle, you delete it. What is left? Phrase again, delete.
E.
Observe and. Is that a complete sentence?
No.
So that means you don't need semicolon full stop. Now you are sure not to follow hacks. Letter C can be correct. So let me help you for something. Something can help you. Complete sentence, comma, present participle phrase, most comma in the test correct. But we have another mistake. Complete sentence, verb plus ing without comma correct. What's the difference between C and D? We need comma because fungi is not responsible for producing. Do you imagine it?
Mm.
Now, who is going to produce? Check. Who is going to produce?
Who's going to produce?
Yeah. Here we need to know who or what is going to produce more than 300.
The fungi. Fish.
The fungi, sure.
Machine. Mm. The
How,
fungi produce.
how fungi can produce 350 paint?
Oh, painting.
Yes.
No, she, the person that painted Petro box.
Yes. If you found it like that, means the noun before did this action. Is that logical?
No,
So you need comma.
not in this one.
We have another reason. What's that? Here we have a positive information between two commas to describe what means mycology, the study of fungi. So the writer used non-essential information as a positive information. To tell you what it means ecology, study of fungi. So you need second comma for non-essential. So you need comma again. So I follow the rules only. If you found it like that, correct. Like that, but the word before, we did this action. That's why. And here, follow the rules, you will find it's fragment. So when you are confused, follow the rules. Here again, why do we have comma here? Because we found the boys. Before complete sentence, second one, sentence. That's why. Feel it? Follow the rules.
Hmm.
What is next?
Okay. Is it letter B?
Letter D.
Hmm? Was.
So it was, but why not where?
Was because it's.
We have a common trap. It's called that we can have and, but both of them describe one person. So both of them describe only one person, subject.
Yes.
So he can be Georges and same time scientist. So don't be afraid this is two jobs or two titles for one person. It can be
No, it's one
two
person.
singer. No, because sometimes we have two persons. Farouk, that's one person, one name, not Farouk person and the best person. Because we have here two titles. Imagine it's called the special subject. It refers to one person, so it's singular. So be correct.
Hmm. Okay. Is it letter D also? Yes.
Letter D again.
Hmm?
Letter D correct, but what is the subject?
The subject was hair. Hair exhaustive cosmos survey. Hmm? Hair exhaustive cosmos survey. Hmm?
Which we follow the rules. We need this
Yes.
here adjectives survey, right?
Oh.
And then non-essential information as a positive phrase to Silent Valley, and here adjectives. The subject must be noun or pronoun. And remember this word, it describes most common studies. It's not exhausted or exhausting, exhaustive for vocab. And instrumental, as you know, most common word. All right.
Hmm. Letter D. Is it letter B?
No,
Hmm?
no, my dear. So why did they catch the second dash? And between them, between the two dashes, we have
So
to
D.
describe the tetras. So that's why. Remember something in addition to compound preposition, that is preposition phrase. Okay. Okay.
A. Is it letter C?
No.
No.
Why did it check calling?
Hmm?
Is before calling sentence.
For
Even
calling.
calling from full stop to full stop. Look, all of that. You must check the sentence or not. Follow the rules.
Hmm.
Delete the preposition phrase. Well, this is the rules. Before calling, it must be complete sentence. If it's not delete D, you said that D is wrong, but D is correct. Before it's a sentence, but how? Look, preposition phrase, I delete. Psychologist, subject, found, look, that. The writer, before starting the second clause after that, he used the non-essential information. Look
Hmm.
up. You see, between two commas, non-essential, and then the sentence. There was one personality trait that they scored particularly high on. What is this trait? After connect explanation, openest experience. And this is correct indeed, by the way. Physiological response, right? So don't follow the hacks Omar like that. That, comma, wrong, comma, that wrong. Here we have comma. Because it's non-essential information. The writer wants
Hmm.
to essential information using phrases and correlative clauses, non-essential explanation. He wants to do that. Why not? So be careful. Of course, after semicolon, it's not complete. This part is what? It's a noun phrase. It's not sentence. After semicolon, it must be complete sentence, whatever it is, simple or not. So the rule here is wrong. Before correct, but after wrong. And here is the same. And of course, here you need punctuation, single dash or colon, because you have explanation after. We just practice the rules, by the way. I'm not testing you. I'm not testing you. I share rules with you.
Hmm. Okay. Next one. Is it mm, is it letter C?
The letter C, it's correct. He mentioned, look, the phrase at the end. So always read from the beginning to the end. Don't be in a hurry. Come on.
Okay. Hmm. Is it letter C?
Letter C, no, my friend. Why it's singular? Find the subject. Remember something. You have calling.
Just
You have calling. Your subject must be here only.
D.
So it's a letter D. What is the subject?
Subject is artistic talents.
For sure.
Yes.
Follow the rules. Phrase delete. Between two commas, non-essential to describe persons. Delete all of it. find adjective delete, subject must be noun or pronoun, so is a verb. Correct. Look for this sentence after calling. After calling, we have complete sentence. It's okay, it can be complete or not. And in the sentence, the writer has the right to do anything. So don't be surprised to have two dashes after calling. Can be, it's a sentence. Can be complex, can bound, depends on the writer. So correct.
Yeah, so that is it letter A?
Letter A, no.
No.
We follow the rules. Why you didn't catch that we have relative clause? You need second comma because it does describe what means law of piety.
So D.
So it's a letter D. To know the non-essential element, delete and read the sentence without it. Hold the law of piety and then the just treatment of elderly. Because we have a list here. Look, hold the law, comma, and then the just treatment and the abolition. So that's why. Again,
Mm.
known for enforcing a moral code, which is called, and then treatment, and then abolition. So it's a list. Inside the list, he wanted to add a relative clause to describe something, no problem, but we need two commas because we have already have comma. So essentially to have two commas if you have one comma. So letter D, right?
Hmm. Okay, so is it C?
Letter C, no, my friend.
Hmm. So B?
Let's beat Socrates. Let's know something else. Any sentence can start with phrase, comma, and then complete sentence. Remember, any sentence. Before it, the writer can start with any phrase, any phrase. But this is time he start with absolute phrase. Having left. Is it phrase? Yes. Imagine it as present participle phrase like verb plus ing. But that is the beginning of a sentence, yes. But look after the comma. After the comma, having left. Who had left the New York Harbor under navigator? See subject. So you have sentence or not? You have. From the beginning here to the end. That means this is new sentence. So you have two sentences. You have two sentences. Can you imagine it, my friend? You have two sentences. And you need comma for fanboys. Comma splice mistake, run on mistake. And that's all. So the problem about what kind of phrase. So memorize phrases again. That's all. Look, phrases like that. Because the subject did not do the action. So it's phrase. If a clipper ship called itself, it's a verb of sentence. If not, past participle phrase. Look here, it's entered. Why is a verb? Because a clipper ship can enter. If it is subject of this verb, this is past participle phrase. As I told you, between the subject and verb, I can add any information, phrases, clauses, relative clauses, or both of them. It depends on the writer. That's why. So that's correct and that's correct. Next, my friend.
Next question. Okay. Next. They? Is it they?
For my friend. So today, Omar, right? You've taken time, but it's okay. Because who wanted? If you are confused about who wanted, check before. You know it, but before you check, where you should check customers, shares, check the noun reduction or bag or what. So this means customers, so it's plural.
Hmm. Is it letter D?
So letter D is correct, but why C is wrong? Because this is essential information. Essential information, right? If you make it non-essential, it's wrong. So that is correct.
Is it letter D?
Letter D correct.
Uh, Is it letter A?
No. You
Hmm.
want to use comma and. So is it list? Is it fanboys?
So symbol?
That is
No.
comma and. So it's not. Why didn't it check letter B? Calling is before.
What?
No, no, I'm just asking you. Why didn't it check B? Is before calling complete? Information from the beginning to the end.
Yes.
Correct. After it, is it explanation?
Hmm. And what? Yes.
Explanation to something mentioned in the sentence before, not
Hmm.
explanation general life or general paragraph. The information after Omar must be to something mentioned there. Does this information describe any novel data or team or anything? No. So you don't need calling. After, not sentence, it's a fragment. So C is wrong, so letter D. I just follow the rules. If you don't know the correct, prove the wrong. Follow the rules. Imagine
Hmm.
again. Look, the team subject was able, verb, to determine, verb, and then the object is clause. The object is noun clause. Look how current driven mixing varies, subject verb. Look, and so here subject and verb and look.
Hmm.
So how and what? So we have two clauses to determine how current mixing varies and what impact. So letter D correct, but follow the rules. So if you don't find the correct, prove the wrong. Always follow the rules. As I told you, complete sentence, semicolon, complete sentence. It must be before and after. After calling, it can be complete or not complete, but must be explanation to something mentioned in the sentence before calling only. The sentence before calling only, not the whole paragraph, not general life. That's why. Comma and Omar for two things. Fanboys like that, complete sentence, fanboys, complete sentence correct, or list. That's only for command. You found the command check. So follow the rules. Come on.
Okay.